Oh, well, that's new. And hello, and welcome to The Last Faith. Looks like they've done an update. And I finally got my bagger weapon. Well, one of them. The other one is in a different location. Looks like they added also the Nightshade Key. I did pick it up earlier, and I wanted to go ahead and show you guys where that was located. This will be right here. When you arrive, you will need the hookshot to grab it, of course. And I just wanted to give a preview of the dungeon area. We'll do a quick playthrough of that to give you an idea of what that looks like. It'll be through this door here and into this secondary door. And then you'll select the altar here. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot to do my intro. Hello, my name is Kalar, and I both live in and for indie games. And this is my character. Full confession, I am one of the high tier backers of the game. No, I am not a member of PlayStack or Kumi Souls. But I did have faith in this game early, pun intended, and wanted to back it up. So I backed it in a level that allowed me to have my avatar in the game. So, a quick rundown of what's going on here. This is the dungeon mode of the game, one of the major 3 modes that was added to it. This will allow you to play as one of 3 backer character builds. It will also allow you to gather new weapons and items, which you'll see in this playthrough here. Of course, this is a self-indulgent run, as I will be playing as myself, as opposed to with myself. That is bad. But we will go ahead and continue playing here. Dungeon mode is... the way I have it pictured is it's a more combat-focused area of the game that allows you to be playing with a little more restrictive abilities in this. You play as one of the 3 backer characters at a specific level, so it's 65 here. We know that Eric on my end is in the hundreds at this point. I'm gonna go ahead and click equip the appropriate abilities. So you have access to your full inventory that you have from the game. You also have access to all your stigmas, Metroidvania abilities, and charms that you have unlocked, but your top bar up here will be static to the character that you have, as well as the stats that they have. So, in this case, we have all of the movement abilities over here on the right-hand side that are unlocked. This is an endgame build, so it is going to look easier than it is if you unlock it in a new playthrough. So, we are probably going to be doing massive damage compared to what we have before. I decided to do that here, and then you can play it with a little bit higher difficulty when you have the ability to do so yourself. So, if you want to play for a challenge, I recommend a new game file and unlock this as soon as you get the hook shot. You won't have the ability for double jump or air dash, which means you are relying on both the gravitational ring and the hook shot for a lot of your movement. See, in this case, I could just jump and skip that hook shot entirely, where you would have to use the hook shot. Sometimes it allows you to access things you normally wouldn't. This area is very fine crafted. It is the progress on it. You can't really progress or sequence break too much when you have the other Metroidvania abilities. It is very much combat progression orientated. You're not going to be able to basically shortcut your way through, but it will make combat a little bit easier and traversal, you know, a little less tedious if you prefer it that way. And we can activate the elevator here, but we're actually going to go in the other room and say hello to the backer NPCs. These are the 4 backer level NPCs that were funded by other backers and their characters. We will skip the dialogue in this. I don't necessarily want to do a full lore let's play of this. That will be its own let's play a good while away from here.
Stop. Take the.
So we will skip through. We do want to trigger these so we can get their quests done.
Have I seen anyhow? Help me find them.
This is Sandy. We will do a more in-depth of each of these characters later.
I am giddy.
Oops. I forget. He's very short in his words.
In the name, tell me. Eric has. I have lost.
But when we do the let's play, for the lore run, we will go through all the dialogue of all these people. They go ahead and spend some time with them yourself if you're a lore hog. These guys do answer a lot of the questions in the lore. And then over here are the portrait level backers. Each one of them having their own. And then the high level portrait backers, which much bigger portraits. Hello, sir. You asked me if your cat had made it. It has. Enjoy. We have a brief push for each one of these. Some demi-shade ore, which would be really good in a first play, especially with all the new weapons that are accessible. Unfortunately, the Nitrux yields out of this is very little. Keep in mind that this is because it's an extra mode. The wider game isn't balanced too much against it. And our first of the unlockable outfits. Now, if you're asking where to unlock it, well, it would be under here, under the section appearance, but as we're in the dungeon mode, you can't change the appearance of those 3 characters, so that would be when you're on Eric. We'll revisit that later. As we have unlocked the loop around here, which is just the safe area. It's kind of the hub area of the DLC section. We will go down into the first floor. This is the first floor proper. The upper section of the first floor wasn't much. So, what can Kalar do? Well, Kalar wields the Blessed Murasama, which is an electric dark elemental katana, which will do the same functions as the Devourer of the Betrayed, except with the additional element of electricity and the rather over-the-top skill. As seen there. And I do say over-the-top because it is rather humongous, but it is balanced out. It has a sweet spot to do full damage. Otherwise, because it's such a wide band attack, it doesn't do incredible amounts of damage on its own. Yes, I can parry. Well, theoretically, I can parry. The fact that it has a quick attack at the beginning of its draw makes it good to stun weaker enemies. And you do want to essentially just hit the enemies with the tip of the electricity if you want to do full damage. Really good if you're surrounded. Obviously, having the parry is kind of the best ability for him. for that reason. Now, technically, you don't need to do this if you have the other Metroidvania abilities, but I just wanted to show you. Kalar punches blocks. He doesn't kick them. In fact, none of the DLC characters kick them. They punch them. It is animation limitations, but I find it hilarious that the character is just that strong. Or rather, it was discovered by the DLC characters that using the gravitational ring means these things are lightweight no matter what you do. Okay, so this is what you do here. Oh, I missed the timing on that. Hey, can we have a do-over? Thank you. Oh, also, expect a lot of drops when using Kalar. He is a Mind Instinct build. Even though the stats are lower here, when you play them in New Game Plus, they get leveled up to 140. Which, if you only played the game and you didn't do any level grinding, seems high, but Eric can reach a much higher level than that fairly easily after you start going into New Game Plus, because the Nycrux rewards are increased. But with a high instinct, the drops are a lot. You can use Kalar in the farm if you don't want to have high instinct in your character. Which, sadly, I do recommend that if you like to play with the side characters, that you actually create a marksman as the build for Eric, because practically all three of these characters don't use guns. So. Oh, right. I can't parry that. Da-da-da-da-da. Woohoo! Yeah, and you can roll out of the skill. Of course, that leaves you with rather little performance out of it. But if you just need to do a quick electric... Oh, right, these guys. Goodbye. We will heal up. Some hungry essence. Hungry essence. And then we will flip switch here, which will open up the boss area. There's still a lot to explore here, so we are not going to immediately go get it, but we will grab this. Duplicate bullets. So this is the item that you will use to restore your bullets in-game. Yes, now there is a restorative specifically for bullets, and you are allowed to have 10 of them in your active inventory, and you can store them like you store any of the helomorph chunks. More demi-shade ores here. Now, of course, they needed to provide some additional supplies for the new weapons that are here in the game. There are 7 of them, 3 new guns, 4 new melee weapons. It's just, yeah, I like this one. Sadly, no executions for any of the DLC characters. They do get their own stun attacks against bosses, which looks rather neat, but you notice if you don't time it well, you don't get the full damage out of it. Weapon has a sweet spot. Not having good weapon performance is literally a skill issue. And, oh, the Memories of Acheron. This is the items that you will pick up in order to unlock the DLC characters in New Game Plus, and all of the New Game Plus features, which means Boss Rush mode and Tower of Despair become available to use if you unlock the characters in dungeon mode. This was the unlock of the other character, Acheron. We'll do playthroughs of Acheron and Isa in New Game Plus on a different run. No offense, guys. I'm going to be self-indulgent for this. Oh, look, mana. Oh. Also, the mana cost for parry is practically non-existent, or the power cost for parry is practically non-existent now. So much fun. Yes, the sword can be overpowered if you know how to use it, and you know how to restore your mana. However, in a lot of cases, it is not as powerful as some of the new weapons and even some of the old weapons in the game. So, don't feel too bad about the fact that it is powerful, and you can only use it on Kalar, but because you will very much... Oh, that's right. I got something. One thing you want to do in dungeon mode that I haven't been doing enough: smack every wall. Seriously. You will find whole bunches of new stuff. You will find new lore, which is important. You want to do this before New Game Plus. Lena's Diary. Ooh, we really, really want to go ahead and do, a New Game Plus run, or New Game run. Not a New Game Plus run, but a New Game run where it is just us going over the lore as we go along and piecing it together. Because it is a massive web, and the areas here, specifically, clears a lot of that up. It is very nice that they did some pretty heavy expositions. And look, hey, Vanna's back, which is really good, because first boss... We'll want lightning for this. Actually, at first, we might just want this. And, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use mana pots here. Oh, no. I'm just gonna do the lightning. Oh, no. Yes, the damage on this guy, or the life on this guy, seems a little bit low, because, again, I'm playing this with an enemy build. Uh-oh. 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 Get down here. Oh, I got hit by both of those. Goodbye. And that's an abomination defeated. Oh, an infection purged. Whoops, I forgot it. It's gone. Open it up here. The Nigrix rewards that you get out of this is basically based off of the act you can first unlock it, which is Act 2. This is Dungeon Layer 2. You'll get a new save point here. There's only one full-on save point per layer, so if you ever need to exit, understand that you'll start right back here. The rest is temporary save points. That guy is not as annoying as he is in other places, but we're Kalar, we can take care of it. And then here is Isa's memories. Isa, spent some time talking about these, is a tank. he has some of the highest vitality that you can have in context of where you're at. And he wields the Reclaimed Blade. Now, the Reclaimed Blade is accessible to every character and player, so Eric can use it as well. And it is the better... Ow. It is the better Ethereal Break. So... we are going to start on the right-hand side. Oh, I hate these guys. Whew. Easier. Now, if you are a new player playing this on a new game save file, those are a lot more dangerous. I'm gonna grab these. I want to grab as many duplicate bullets as possible, because in the playthrough of the game, the duplicate bullets are actually pretty... Ow. Are actually pretty rare until endgame. Hello. Hello. Goodbye. You do not whip it good with me, sir. And no. Neat toy. I don't want you to hit me with it. Oh, something up there. I wonder what. Go up here. Hey, look. A wall. Hit every wall. Nobleman's Earrings, which is actually one of the quested items that you can get for the 4 NPCs in the back, or in the beginning. We'll head our way back down here. I'm actually going to use you. Give me mana back. Thank you. Also, parry is a lot more powerful now, in the damage that it does. It still restores about the same amount of focus and health. Oh. Ah, I can't see. Come here. Ah! My timing on parrying is off. Why? They opened the parry window a little bit. It might be easier, but I've spent the last several months playing on the previous patch, and it is thrown off my timing. I took a lot of damage there. Oh, look. And hey, you can go up here, but it's locked on both sides. As I said, they made progress. Oop. Okay. Yay, I'm gonna heal up. I can get so many health potions out of this anyway, so... No. Go away. You could blow yourself up. I can't block that one. Like, I've just lost the timing on it. Or I lost my timing overall. I wonder if they've changed the delay on it. Or I'm just losing my instincts. Second of the quest items. There are 4 in total, of course. All accessible from floor 2 on. Do you like... Just... Do you like, you know, suffering from nightmares? I definitely like inflicting it. I don't like feeling it. Oh. All these healing injections and health? Must be something interesting coming up. Oh, hello. Ah, I wanted to see if I could block you. Come here. Nope. If I can. Nope, I can't. Okay, I tried. He is immune to it. Oh, behind me. That's mean. Come on. Fine, if you want to do speed, I can do speed. I can do fun stuff too. Oh no, it's his ultimate. I feel like I've missed my opportunity here. Hi. Come on. You are almost dead, sir. Goodbye. That was a man with a boss. Now, should note that all of the bosses you see here are backer tier bosses. And the first of the weapons has been acquired. The shock rifle. Use this gun. Use this gun. Use this gun. It is the best gun in the game now. I'm not kidding. Mana back. I needed to go higher. Oh, right. Yeah. Ow. And yes, you get hit by the explosions of those ladies. Careful. And this is just more moon silver. Which, again, useful, especially if you're on a new playthrough. It's good to gather all this stuff before you get into the new game as well. As when we do a new game plus playthrough, which will happen, will actually be a continuation of this series, which I am calling the Mindless Self-Indulgent series, or just the Self-Indulgent. And that area is open. Scary. I like how their wands are literally just umbrellas. Down we go. Down we go. So, I have already heard criticisms that this area is a little bit too duplicated. But if you look around, it's not. It is variations of the theme. There are color differences in here. You notice that these areas are light. There are Nyx Roth designs everywhere in here. Literal volume of more intricate areas. Just playing around on the Victorian dystopia theme. Get away. Ah, it's scary. And that was another wing. Which I presume is some sort of nightmare monster. Just from the coloring. I presume that was one of the backer level monsters that were created. So there are some backer level enemies in here. That worked out well. I'll get my health back. Take advantage of the verticality of this area with the verticality of Kalar's attacks. Kalar's kit is designed intentionally to take advantage of range. I have a feeling I'm missing something here. I am. But we'll get what we have here first. Ow. That was the wrong button. Well, it was the right button, wrong setting. Whew. Hey, look, lore. You do want to read those lores if you want answers to things. And this is an elevator up. Back around to the second weapon you can just raw pick up, which is the consecrated flame. You know those flamethrower guys we've been fighting? It's this weapon. And we will heal up. So we need to open this door, if I recall correctly. We also need to go down here. I do believe I missed the switch up here. And we missed the switch over here. So we will actually catch these because we want to. Some of the things, the reasons why I'm able to pull this stuff off and not open these switches has me off. I don't need anything more from you guys. Nope. There we go. More lore. It's important to gather all this. Being a strong magic caster at this game is, yeah. Ow. Wait, I killed him, he still exploded. Gotta be careful of when you kill these guys because they do still have a timer on them. If you don't kill them in the appropriate time frame, they will still explode. Rawr, rawr, rawr. Literally worth no Nycrux, but they are there specifically to annoy you. What do I want to do? Oh, I want over here. And I want... I've got everything here. I want to grab this door later. So. And this is to make sure all the doors are unlocked. I've done my full thorough explanation. Oof. Oh. Wow, I messed that up terribly. You know, if it was a normal... Do that again, please. Thank you. Now, this is what I wanted to do. Down here. There's a switch. Pull the switch. Remember when it was locked the other way around? More moon silver over here. So that covers that section we missed. And there was more loot that we needed to grab. Why am I going all the way over everywhere to grab pieces of loot that you could grab within the main game? Well, I know about New Game Plus. In New Game Plus, you have the ability to upgrade your weapons. This resets their level. And you will need the supplies to level up the weapons again. So as much loot that you can manage to carry over into your new game file is of benefit to you. By the way, this place is not an efficient Nitrox farm, especially if you're endgame. So don't bother. As I said, parry is stronger, damage-wise. It is both a buff and a nerf. It is a nerf because you can't parry enemies as many times in a row as you used to and abuse the system. Like I did. Terribly so. It is a buff because it deals a lot more damage. Just because you kill them faster, you can't sit there and parry farm an enemy. But I'm still going to. Oh, look. Another area. I'm gonna go back this way. It's the only way we can go at this point, because we've thoroughly explored the other sections. And... I love thunder crits. Now, this room is all complicated. Look. You could skip the puzzles with double jump. It's difficult. You have to be holding up while you do this to do it. This was actually shown to me by another player. But you can. But it doesn't secret breaks, it just makes some ladders easier. And just in case, hit all walls. None there. Back this way. These open up. I will use one of those because we're going into this fight. And if you've seen the advertisement, you know this fight. This guy, he annoys me. Intentionally. Right. So, this is a nasty cross build. And he takes very much reduced damage during all of this. So, it's best to wait until that attack goes through. Don't let those bubbles touch him, because they buff him and attack you. Actually, you know what? We're going to let one happen. So if a light one touches it, he shoots stuff. Noticing the example. We're going to let this purple bubble show up, because I want to show you something cool. Look at the blue bar in the bottom. That's an ice shield. There's one other enemy that gets that. You're gone. Goodbye. Each one of these bosses does have a hefty amount of Nitrex they can give you, but when you consider it as a whole, it's not as much as it could be, and to be honest, that's probably a good thing. You would be super overleveled in the beginning of the game. There we go. Nope. And say hello to the sewer. Now this is a predominantly red-themed area. Ow. That hurt. Alright, I built this character specifically to have various vertical and horizontal ranges, which is why he has recursive flanges and thunder conjuration. Which is, by the way, he has 3 left hands. His normal one. And the 2 weapons there. That. I want a little bit of Nitrex there. Give me some supplies, please. And you can get executions on Eric on more enemies and more frequently. But I'm playing a DLC character, so bye-bye executions. So, or here, we're just unlocking this area, which, again, can be sequence broken if you do it right. Pocket clock note. Oh, we did get the thing down there. Those just respawn. By the way, those tentacles work like flanges against you, so don't hang in them. No. Hi. Again, this mode is a little bit easier because I'm sitting around with a +10 weapon, but... Can we try that again, please? Thank you. One more time. Oh, you mean. He just watched his friend die behind him. Again. Some of the stuff is not reachable by double jump. Some of the stuff is. He did a really good job keeping things orderly among areas you can go through. And yes, those are traps. This entire area is filled with nastiness. So if I had Thunder Conjuration available right now... Which I could have used crystal to do, yeah, granted, but I'm trying to save some of my supplies. Because Kalar is very self-sufficient if you play him right. Also, hello, alternate dodge techniques. Okay, we're just gonna sit here for a sec. I'm gonna let these puppies blow themselves up. They're so nice of themselves to do so. So this is another puzzle you can skip if you do it do it in the right order. So, double jump bypasses all this. Flips that switch. So endgame players get to go through this content faster than non-endgame. And oh look. This is in the way. Finally, I found myself. I've been lost for so long. Just a little bit of mental health advice. Don't go looking for yourself in the sewers. You might find yourself there, but it's not a fun trip. Self-discovery should be a process that is done in better environments than this. Oh, no wonder. Hey, remember what I said about Thunder Conjuration? All that for a healing injection I didn't even need. Didn't need now. This game file is maxed out on healing. So, there's like, I could use it without even a care. Oh look, speaking, I'm all out. Oop. Yeah, they ain't worth lightning. This guy is, holy smokes. Whoops. Woohoo! My range is better than yours. I gotta stop using those. Sometimes. As I said, this is self-indulgent. I'd be doing this on Eric, too. He doesn't take as much damage from lightning. Cool. Lots of stuff blowing themselves up. All to give this guy enough space to actually start throwing at you. It's an interesting encountering design, but I could have just used Kalar's skill for it. Verticality! Also, ow, I much prefer the darkness poofs to the ice poofs. In a sense of, this is less annoying. Let's make sure that one of these things won't kill me in a hit. Frost bombs, all that for a bag of chips. Just thinking. Okay, we could go up there, but we need to go this way, and it's very important that we go that way. We should go back also and pick up this here. Also explore more of the areas here. I did sort of skip this area because I didn't need to do the puzzle, but we should go back up there anyways. I intended on hitting both of you with that swing, but oh well. See what they did there? That was a waste. Hi. I know you guys are like, oh no, it's a Kalar, kill it with fire, but come on. This one you can't really skip. You have to kind of... You still need to jump around, but double jump makes it easier. Again, this becomes easier in the actual end of the game, because it is pretty much designed to be done back to. Oh, I still need the flanges. I almost want to make some artificial rules in the game that you can only use a health potion if you pick one up. But, eh. It'd still be easier on Kalar. On me. Now, this is a scythe. It should be a spear. It is a spear. It is a very, very good spear, the one you see in the advertisements. I will say it here, and without reservation, best instinct weapon in the game. And contender for, like, overall. So we can go back here, open all this stuff up, but I'm still gonna go up and around. And there are a couple things we haven't picked up yet, and we need to. Okay, I think I have an idea, because we're also trying to complete quests while we're up here, and unfortunately my need for speed has had me overlook the item gathering portion of this, but not as if it's not fast enough as it is, because hello movement increase. Yep. Right. How do we get over there? Oh, up, down, around. So, we are going to hit this loop here, and then we're going to head our way back here as we go. Actually, we could just grab it and come back. And hello, Guild Pocket Watch. Quest item number 3 obtained. And look. Someone to pick up. This is... Hello? Hello? Oh, okay. some of the mechanics of these enemies are interesting. All right, this is definitely a fight room. Hi, can you? Thank you. Excuse me. Now, it looks like this is the complex route around to go higher. Just say I'm not a fan. What I would have loved to seen as part of this is, I get that you're not supposed to see all of the extra stuff that's in between here, but I would have loved to see, like, more textures in the dead space between here. Let me see the brickwork. Also more of a fan of, like, labyrinthian sewers. But, I mean, I love the platforming. I love the various different, I love the various different corridors and walls that you can make with that you can't make realistically in different areas. But I do think it's just a little bit, like, this looks cool. I like this in terms of appearance. I think that is very cool looking. I think more of that would have been very beneficial to some of the criticisms I see in regards to the visuals. I think this area looks very different than most areas in The Last Faith, and I enjoy the visibility of it. Don't ignore me! I am insulted. He dies last. Hi. Get over here. How rude. I feel insulted. He looked at me and he turned his face away from me like, no, you're not worth it. And the silver mirror. So, that is all quest items. Oh, by the way. Like, you can't do backtracking like that. Oh. Hey. Pop the bubbles. Why are we popping the bubbles? Because it makes you smack the walls, and the walls hide stuff. Yeah, it's wall demi-shade ore as opposed to wall turkey, but I really... Cartographer findings. That's gotta be Sandy. Looks like all we need to do is go back up and face the boss. But for the most part, I like this design of the dungeon. I think more of this would have been really, really cool. But even in those narrow sewer areas, I think that would look better if we would have seen more of this brick style or some designs within it. Probably a limitation due to time, but I think that the areas would benefit a lot from that. It's just a lot of dead space. And dead space isn't necessarily a terrible thing, but I do think that it limited the artistic possibilities of this area. And a lot of people like to make visual commentary, so... Still, enjoy the fact that this is a more red color palette to the green that we had in the forest areas and the white light blues that we had in the snowy areas. The snowy areas definitely overstayed their welcome, but I do like... Wait, you gotta be kidding me. I walked right past the switch. I should flip. And all the enemies are respawned. Thankfully, it's not that far of a trip. Ow. Can't believe I left that behind. Alright. You're not that intimidating. Okay. Those who know me from a very long time ago, back when this character was newer, will laugh at the pair-up that's going to happen here. And I just want to say, I didn't intend it. Oh boy. Whoop! Lighting. Boom. Get down here. That does a lot. I am going to. Oh! Bullet hell mode. Ah! I'm so scared. Oh, ow. Ow. Buddy, I played Undertale. That doesn't work on me. Oh! Okay, that's fair. But now we have to play seriously. Oh. Stop your animated cutscenes. Alrighty. Nope. Oh. Ow. I'm done. Goodbye, miss. May you have a nice death. Here we go. More stuff. Healing injections. So, we still have 2 backer tiers that we need to cover. Because the dungeon mode effectively is, here is all the backer stuff. Say hello to the statues. Hey, shout out if it's yours. I want to know who did these. These designs are pretty cool. Do one more sweep. I think I recognize this one from another game I backed. This guy reminds me of another location. Either way. That looks about right. This will be better for the pairing. Because this SOB is dark elemental through and through. I have so much health. So in this section, there are ads. Those are obvious. But the real boss is hiding here. And you gotta find him. Oh, by the way, you look all this stuff up here? Backer stained glass. This is the perfect time to show it. Oh. Come back down here. I know you're up there. I want you down here. Come here. Da, 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 da. Oh, I can't do that, so I might as well have some fun with it. Smack, smack, smack. Hey, can I do this? Oh my god! Do that again! I want to see. This SOB has a hard counter. Oh, scary. Oh, there you are. Beat on you for a bit. I need some restoration. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, of course you moved. Do it again. I have to check. I have to check. Oh my god. Hide. Ow. My god. All this time. Oh, no. Ow. I unlocked my blocks soon enough, but... So, you discovered here, along with me, using the shield counters that guy's most dangerous attack. And the Oxenville armor is now unlocked. Clear dungeon mode. So, we have to go back to the quests, but if you exit here, this kicks you back at the beginning. And instead of backtracking all that way again, you can go straight back to the beginning here. And we will turn in.
Alas. But since you found the treasure...
Yep.
Perhaps...
Ah, you found the relic. Now, leave me to...
So, that was the Grasps of Anger and the Unforgiven Whip. We'll go over these a little bit later in a different playthrough. Nobleman's
You
Earrings gives you the Colonel's Blunderbuss. Say hello to Shotgun.
I hope it...
And the Pocket Watch
Ah,
gives you
Here.
the Reclaimed Blade. You will enjoy this weapon.
Good luck.
So, with all of that said and done, and about an hour in if you're doing it the way I did, which was, you know, at an end game place, it's about an hour's in a normal playthrough. Probably closer to 2 hours if you're new to it. That will give you the summary of what is in this area. Next time, we will do a quick push through to the end of the game in order to get the ending, the New Game Plus ending, and we will return back to the main game for New Game Plus, as well as the additional features. Thank you once again for watching. Leave a like or a sub. Doesn't matter to me. I do this for a hobby. But I do hope to see you next time.